I'm trying to look here. Here's a call specifically for Dave from a David in Minnesota. How are you, David? You're on with Dave and Matt.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Dave. I'm doing all right. Basically calling because I'm facing open heart surgery and the real possibility that I might not make it through that. I'm hopeful, but, realistic. And I just figured with Dave on, maybe he had some ideas on how to prepare, particularly because my family is extremely Catholic and really likes the idea of suffering for, the sake of suffering.
So your question is how to deal with your religious family in the face of death, and them be a little more specific. You're concerned. Go ahead.
Try to be more specific. Basically, kind of a twofold question. One is how do you deal with a religious family when you yourself aren't religious and don't really care what happens to your body after you're dead? But then also kind of the flip side of that is, as somebody who's trying to prepare for the possibility that I may not make it through this surgery, I'm, again, hopeful I will, but, it's realistic. Is there any resources that you might point me to kind of get my affairs in order, as it were?
I work with a group called the Final Exit Network. You can find them online, finalexitnetwork.org. They're more for people who have terminal diseases like me, or someone, another person I know that has stage 4 cancer that wants to be able to take matters into their own hands when the time comes that they're no longer satisfied with the quality of life and there's no hope for it improving. Now, that may not be your particular situation. I think what you're talking more about is being ready yourself and okay with things as they are, and then having conflict with religious family members who may want you to think a different way or behave a different way. And the only thing I can tell you that I would suggest to you is just be true to yourself. And you're the one. It's your body. It's your life. It's your life and it's your death. And at the end of the day, no one gets the right to tell you what to do with it. Now, I understand you don't want to offend certain people or you don't want to upset certain people, and I get that, and it's sometimes a difficult balancing act to navigate that, but be confident in who you are and where you are in your own mind. Yeah, it's a fearful thing to be looking death in the face, but if you're okay with it and you're not, and also if you need to leave instructions on what you want done afterward, if you do die or when you do die, then also Final Exit Network is equipped to help you with that, or any living trust, living will kind of people can help you with that. But you have the right to determine these things. And I know for sure my memorial service will not be hijacked by any religious family members or friends. It will be what I want it to be, the way I want it to be. And if they're not okay with that, I'm really sorry, but that's just how it is. It's my life.
Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
That pretty much, yep, that answers it for me. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
I hope things go okay, and I wish the best for you, and sorry you're dealing with that, man.
There's worse things in life.
Well, you know what? If you would, on the back end of it, if you do come out of that open heart surgery, send me a note. I'd like to know.
Sure, I can do that. Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
David.
Thanks. And just for the record, I've had a couple of independent confirmations. This is going to come off as smug and cheap, especially since Marcus isn't on the phone, and I don't care, because I've had 2 independent confirmations that even within the medical field, hallucination refers to a sensory experience and delusion refers to a belief. And as long as religious beliefs are beliefs, which is independent from God talks to me, that would be a religious hallucination. Anyway.
Well, you seem to be clear. You seem to be clearing a lot of things up for Marcus. So let's just add that to the list.
Yeah, I would add. Hey, Marcus, we're not doctors or logicians. And so, yeah.